What do landlords actually want to see from your social media? This is part 2 of the previous module, and this is going to be all about social media offers. Remember, in the first video we spoke about offers and how a lot of times companies, marketing companies, letting agents, estate agents, they always get the offers wrong, and they don't give offers that really intrigue landlords. But also, what you need with your offer is not something that just intrigues them and makes them want to sign up to your database to get more information from you, but also has a clear inroad to starting off a conversation. When you call the landlord, they actually recognize you and they actually have something to talk about, and you have something to, start the conversation off there. So I'll ask some questions, build up that relationship with them there. All right, that's what you're looking for in a social media offer. So let's jump into the laptop again, go through some good offers, go through some bad offers, and see what Mr. Monopoly thinks of good offers and what he thinks of bad ones, because they will not make you any Monopoly money. So what do landlords want to see from a letting agent? Social media offers. How can you get them to sign up with you, get the lead, get the contact information, potentially even get some information as to where their properties are and what problems they're having with their properties. So then, what do they want to see? First of all, you need an offer, a core offer, which is something of value to get the landlords to sign up with you and get them into your database. You can have future touch points with them, and of course a phone conversation too to start off that relationship. Your offer, as I said previously, needs to have a clear lead into the phone conversation, so you have something to talk about that's not going to bore them to tears. All right, so then, bad offers, good offers. What should you offer them? The first thing on bad offers I see all the time is compliance guides. Okay, listen, this is what happens when you advertise compliance guides. First and foremost, it's boring. People don't really care about all the regulations and all the compliance. They want it short and sweet. That's it. Okay, the cost per lead is more expensive than with other offers that we will go through in the next couple of minutes. Okay, first, and the next thing with compliance guides is that when you give them a call, you'll find that they may have put in fake information because they didn't want a conversation with you. And if you do get to call them, chances are they have a letting agent, they're happy with their current letting agent, they just saw something on the internet, on social media to do with compliance, see if they're up to date, and they took a look at it. They didn't even recognize the name of your letting agency, they didn't even look at the name of your letting agency, they just saw compliance guides, landlords, check if you're up to date with the new regulations, etc., etc., etc. with that guide. They looked at it, they had a read, okay, cool, whatever, and they went about their day. And the competition XYZ that's managing their property is going to stay managing their property. They simply don't care. And when you call them, it's like, "On a minute, what's this?" And they remember, "Oh yeah, the compliance guide. Oh, it must have been from this letting agent." They simply don't take a look, right? And it's not a strong enough offer to really pique their interest on the phone to start off that relationship. Because what you could do with a compliance guide is ask them, did they read it? Did they find that they were up to date with the regulations? That's fine. But if they don't already know who you are, or it wasn't the most interesting thing to them, that even if they didn't take a look at who the letting agent was that offered it, or the company that offered this compliance guide to them was, or whatever the offer was, if it's not that interesting to them, still, you know what I mean? They're not going to be engaged on the phone with you. They're not going to be engaged with your next emails and all that kind of stuff. They're just going to think, oh, yeah, that letting agent got me on the list. They probably just unsubscribe or just ignore the emails, all right? You need stuff that piques their attention, basically, right? That's what you need, and continually keeps them engaged, so you can send them more information off of that first offer that they were interested in, and more again, and more again, and more again, and make sure they click on it every single time, all right? Compliance guys, I promise you, do not do that. Just do this stuff in a blog and put it out to them. It will cost you a lot less, okay? Save you a lot of time too on the phone. Second thing, guide to letting in your area. I had a client that did this. They were one of the top letting agencies in the entire country. I think they were top 15. They spent a lot of money on a guide to letting in their city. Okay, and they had a really high yield city that they were in, right? And they had an outstanding service there. It was a great guide that they put together for landlords in the area. The problem that they found with it was landlords that actually were letting a property in the area didn't care about this guide. It was just people that had seen it. Maybe they had some intention to get on the property ladder at some point, get a property. If they inherited something, they would get a property, etc., etc., etc. They were just curious. They were just kind of thinking about it, and it basically just brought in people that were potential landlords at some point in the future, but they weren't landlords right now. And again, it was quite a high cost per lead, because the actual landlords that would be interested in this stuff, again, the people that were interested in it were few and far between in comparison to other stuff that I'm about to show you. Okay, so don't do like a house let your property in London, house like your property in Newcastle, in Sheffield, wherever you are, right? Don't do that kind of stuff, okay? It doesn't appeal to the right people. The landlords that you want already know how to let a property. They've already gone through that process enough times. Second thing, guaranteed rent. The third thing, and the fourth thing, free management. These two offers go hand in hand, okay? So let's assume with your offers that you're just putting it out there on social media, and for the most part, chances are in your letting agency, these landlords haven't already had a touch point with you, they've not had a phone conversation with you, they've not signed up to hear more information from you, they've not done any of these things, and they don't continually click on your emails or your blogs or visit your social media or like your page, or you know what I mean? Again, kind of like the example of my mum, you're just another letting agent out there, right? Amongst a sea of letting agents that all say the same thing. Guess what all your competition have? Guaranteed rent, okay? Guess what most of your landlords already have with their current letting agent? A guaranteed rent or rental insurance package. This is not new, okay? Free management. Everybody has a 2 or 3 or maybe even a 6-month free management offer, okay? One of my clients is using a 6-month free management offer, but they're using it at a very specific time in the journey of the landlord becoming a client of theirs, okay? They're not putting it out on social media straight away and say, landlords in the area, sign up to our 6-month free management offer and get a guaranteed rent for free. That's not what they're saying, because first of all, it's just a pitch. It's no different to anybody else. And again, it's just a come and work with us. We want you to work with us and we want to take your money kind of thing. They know every letting agent wants to manage their property for them, okay? They've heard it all before and they've seen it all before. And also, they don't already know, like, and trust your business enough to go straight from seeing an ad or an offer on social media, clicking it, phone conversation, yeah, come and take a look at my property, sign all the paperwork, guaranteed rent, there you go, you're managing their property for them. I know that was pretty fast, but that process is not going to happen like that, okay? Do not do guaranteed rent or free management offers to a cold audience that doesn't already know who you are on social media, all right? I promise you, your cost to get a lead will skyrocket, and also the number of leads that you speak to that are actually ready to work with you right now is super low. I've seen people pay even 140 or 50 pounds with some well-known guaranteed rent offers out there. Do not do it, okay? I promise you. I will, in one of the later steps, I will show you exactly how my client positions their 6-month free management offer to landlords that already know, like, and trust them, so they can get more landlords on, basically just on board with them, all right, and managing their properties. So that's things to stay away from. Compliance guides to let in, guaranteed rent, free management, just to landlords that probably don't even know who you are. There's a few steps to go down first, okay? So good offers, what do you want to do? New investment deals. Say landlords, sign up to see great investment deals in the area before anybody else, or these are the best investment deals currently on the market, we're going to send them to you. We get about a cost per lead of £1.50 to £3.50. I think the highest we ever paid for a lead here is £3.50, and the letting agents are always able to have a good conversation with those landlords, all right? Second brilliant offer that you must absolutely need to do is the up-to-date rental valuation with an online valuation. Online valuations typically don't get the best rep. They don't always give the most accurate, piece of data out there on the rental value. But for landlords, what I often find is they put in some really, solid contact details, and you can actually phone them and have a conversation because they're very interested to know, the value and what rent they should be charging per month. Look at Mr. Monopoly Man down there with his big bag of passive income. He does not, what he wants to know, right? When the rents have gone up, so he can increase his rents. He wants to know if they've gone down or the fact it's affecting them, so he can know how that's going to affect his big bag of cash at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, all right? These things down here are great to get low-cost leads, to pique landlords' interest, to get them engaged when you phone them and give them a call, to qualify them on the call, and as a clear direction to go down as to information they most want to see from you, so you can nurture them over the long term. These things right here, they simply do not do it. Okay, so bad offers, compliance, guides to letting, guaranteed rent, free management, good offers, new investment deals, up-to-date rental valuation. That's all you need to do to put up your database of landlords, and then of course have those conversations with them. They're going to really appreciate you for that.